Hey everyone, and welcome to another week of Lost Resort. This is a live TV show streaming at you from any of your favorite platforms. We will be discussing music, food, how to survive this weird thing we call quarantine with my favorite artists. Please make sure to leave questions or any comments in the chat, and we'll be getting to them later during our new section that we're calling the Mouthful. So this week we have MK and Anabel Englund, widely known for her vocal work with electronic quartet Hot Natured, house vocalist, and Defected Records signee Anabel Englund has also collaborated with countless prominent electronic experts throughout her career. One of these close collaborators is veteran Detroit producer, remixer, and Area 10 label boss MK, a leading selector that has perfected the art of house dub. So let's welcome on MK and Anabel Englund.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. So glad to have you guys here.
Thanks for having us. This is fun.
Yeah.
It's like work, but from home.
Yeah.
Which is what it's like to be a musician, I guess, half the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are you guys streaming from right now?
We're both in LA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I'm in Willow
Yeah.
Hill.
What about you?
I'm in Echo Park.
Oh, I'm in Echo
We're all
Park
literally-
too.
Oh,
Probably
you
just
got
ordered
pen
from the
next
same
door.
place.
Yeah.
Maybe you're my neighbor. Do you hear when the 8 o'clock like sirens going off when everyone's cheering?
Yeah,
for
at
the
8
healthcare?
o'clock, everyone bangs the pots and pans and yells.
Yeah. You must live
Do you
really
do
close.
it?
We'll
Do you
discuss.
bang-
We don't do that
I've
here
like
where I live.
driven and like honked the horn, but I just
Yeah.
enjoy the celebration. I'm not much of a yeller.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
They started doing fireworks or like poppers.
Yeah, the little, yeah.
I'm like,
Like the
okay.
other kind of poppers. Like
like yes, those
Yes.
types.
Those kind.
Yes. I mean, they could be doing both. I have no idea.
who
Gotta
knows?
celebrate the front line workers, the best you can.
Exactly. But yeah, Mark, I feel like you probably can't hear him because it's like more like
Yeah, no, I
know,
don't hear
spread
anything.
out.
I hear no one yelling. I think my friends tell me they do it in England, but I didn't even know they do it here.
I mean, I have a feeling. Okay, so maybe because we've been in this for about 3 months, right? So maybe earlier on, it felt like the whole neighborhood was cheering, and every day that passes, the noise gets a little smaller and smaller and smaller.
Okay.
But there's definitely one group. It must be like one household that lives really close to me that they go off. I mean, they got like
Pots and pans and
pots and pans, screaming, yelling, and megaphones.
really.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's
Damn.
cool.
I wonder how close we are to each other physically.
I mean, maybe they're just like a group of friends, or maybe this like the same house.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
It's cool. Also, like it's kind of like when like Big Ben hits 12 or something. I always know when it's 8 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Me too.
That's crazy because it's so quiet out here. Like no one even says, "Hey," nothing. It's like
Probably why people live over there. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not many cases over here, also, but
Yeah.
I think it's just in general.
oh, is it?
It's just like maybe, I don't know, we're all in this together or something. I don't know. Anyway.
I know. One of them days. Actually want to play this first song. So Anabel, you picked it. It's Malibu by Kim Petras. You into the song?
Yeah, I'm into the song. It's obviously not a house song, but she just put it out, and I just really support Kim Petras as an artist and as a vibe, and she's had to go through a lot in her life, and I just love like the cute little pop star that she is, and I want to be friends with her. But the song Malibu kind of has like a Lionel Richie All Night Long vibe, and it's just a song that you want to put on and dance to and just kind of have fun, and it's just super vibey. So I
100%.
felt like people need to hear it.
It's a new song, you said?
Yeah, Kim Petras is a new song. I think she put it out maybe a week and a half ago, or like maybe a week ago even.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's a vibe. I was listening to it beforehand. It definitely has that Lionel Richie.
Yeah, like you've
Cool.
heard it before, but it's done in her own way, and so that's why I love it.
100%.
Oh yeah. I hear it.
You know, it like has like.
I love the song. It has a very.
They
I
definitely.
wish I was outside.
They definitely all night long.
Yeah,
It's almost the same chord.
it's basically the same song, but in her way that I just love, you know?
Well, yeah, I can see how it's like fun, makes you feel good. I get it.
The modern All Night Long.
It's cool.
I mean, All Night Long's timeless, of course.
It's cool to play tribute, right? It's like music is always an interpretation of music past, and we're always like appropriating songs from the past, whether it's like rap was taking funk breaks, or now you have like other genres taking from rap music, and you know, things like that. So I mean, as long as it's tastefully done, then it's almost paying tribute to the music in the past, because there's probably like, you know, like a 13-year-old kid that's never heard of Lionel Richie that'll hear this, and hopefully one day we'll be able to find Lionel Richie.
It brings the same emotion that I think that Lionel Richie song did back in the 80s.
Yeah, I guess it's like
they're pushing a good mood.
Yeah,
it's definitely like it's a really touchy thing, right? When you're paying tribute, or whether it's because, you know, it's like you're paying tribute or you're copying, and so it's
like, I mean, this one is though, it's like there's a book called Feel Like an Artist, and it talks about how like there's nothing new under the sun, and how every song has already been done already. So it's just taking something and making it your own in a specific way. Like there's like what you're saying, Toki, it's like there's blatantly ripping something off, but then there's something that's also like, this feels to me like it's not ripping it off. This feels to me like it's in the vein of it, and it's fun and flirty and cute.
It sounds like they took like something that's like, because music is kind of all over the place right now. So they something that's like cool and meaningful, and applied it to now. Like you know, like you guys are listening to a bunch of bullshit. You know, let me just kind of educate you, kind of thing.
This is my favorite part. The outro, I love it.
Outro, okay.
a good outro is important.
Oh,
It's very
Underrepresented in music. You know what's actually been like you don't see in music that much anymore is a fade out. Not the
you know what? Yeah, I get that all the time. I'm lazy sometimes. So like on my mixes, I'll fade them out, and I'm like, no, MK, don't fade it out. I'm like,
why not?
That's what we did back in the day, but yeah.
You know, just like draw a little line and make it curve down. Sounds great. You know? But I appreciate a good fade out. Oh yeah, my favorite part of the show that I've been looking forward to is our food section. So this is the part of the show where artists either order locally to support their restaurants in their neighborhood, or many artists have actually flexed their cooking abilities or their partners' cooking abilities because they've chosen this time to actually get more healthy. Or they don't live in an area where they have access to takeout, so actually they have to cook more because they're quarantined at home. So I'm really curious what you guys have.
Okay,
let's start with let's start with you.
We'll go like this way and then this way. So we'll go like clockwise.
Yeah, I've been trying to eat really healthy, like crazy healthy, because I'm not on the road, and like, you know, on the road, Toki and Annie, you know, it's like you kind of eat kind of whatever you can eat at the time. So I've definitely been trying to eat healthy, and I got a salad from but you guys, it's from California Chicken Cafe.
Okay.
It's just Yeah, but it's good. It's healthy.
Yeah, I
It's
love
like
that
sprouts,
place.
chicken, avocado, tomatoes, feta cheese.
Yum.
Oh.
Got some pepperoncinis in there.
Got some what?
Ooh. Do
Pepper
you have the
cheese.
like little banana peppers, or was I?
No banana.
Okay, I'm
It
tripping.
was like wishful thinking.
I was thinking it was like an Italian salad or
Ooh,
something.
pepperoni.
But I'm not hungry right now, so I'm not gonna eat it right now.
That's okay, and you don't have to, because that's
Yeah.
the joy of quarantine. You do whatever you want, whatever time you want. You go to sleep at 4 a.m. And we were talking about this before we were streaming.
Yeah.
I thought I slept late because I slept at 4:30 in the morning. But then, MK, what time did you say you went to bed?
I laid in bed around 5, and then just kind of laid there till around 6.
Wow.
I had a doctor's appointment at 9 a.m. So, no, that was yesterday. But my doctor called me at 9.
Who knows if it's yesterday or today?
Yeah.
Exactly.
All we know is
Exactly.
it's a day in a week,
Yeah.
and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Annabelle, what time did you go to bed?
So I ended up going to bed at like 4:30 in the morning, only because I was doing a socially distanced photo shoot for new music that's coming out. I'm just kind of getting everything ready for that. So, I mean, the person who I was working with is a crazy talented artist. Her name's Foxnap on social media, and she just paints these amazing backdrops. Like, she's an incredible painter, and then her artistic vision is just insane, and she's just otherworldly. So I've been wanting to collaborate with her for a while. So we just stayed up basically all night, and I was like, I have a therapy call at 9 a.m., but like, whatever. So, I mean, yeah, I was tired in therapy, but whatever. Therapy's important. I couldn't cancel.
Yeah. So have you been, I know other friends, mental health is really important, especially right now during quarantine. And I have friends that have opted to do like the teletherapy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So just doing it. Because I guess she had started on the phone and then it evolved into doing it over video chat. And actually I have a friend who's a therapist, and she was saying too, it's weird doing therapy over the phone, so it helps a little bit more to see people's facial expressions. So
yeah, I mean, at first I tried it one time once quarantine started, and I was like, I don't know if I vibe with this, but mental health is important for me to focus on in order to just like be as successful as I want to be. Like, I need to be able to believe in myself, and if that means like talking through things and doing whatever I need to do, then I put mental health first. So I tried it a second time, and it was still kind of weird, but this time I did it today, like it felt good. And I think what's most important about humanity is just adapting with what we're given. Like, I can't boycott therapy or boycott the things that are important to me because it's online now, like I just have to kind of get used to this new style of what things are and just kind of try. And it's weird at first, but if it's important, then I think it's good to do. So yeah.
100%. And self-care is one of those things that we can kind of indulge in, I think, as musicians.
Exactly. Yeah.
Being on the road all the time is not always super healthy. I mean, depends on the kind of
It's not.
musician you are. But if like you're the kind that goes to the gym at the hotel, then maybe you're okay. But if you're like me, and
I always do that the first day on the road. I'm like going to the gym, work on the hotel. Then after that, I'm like, nah.
I get to the point where I'm just like eating in bed, like getting like room service, and just like don't care about the crumbs. I'm like, this isn't my bed. Whatever. I'm tired.
I know, it's all downhill.
I mean, even if you were the healthiest person ever, if you're still flying all the time and going to the airport and being exposed to just that recycled air, and like, it's just all the different time zones and getting used to it, your body clock. I just feel like
you just get desperate. It's like what's open. It's like, I want food. It's like there's only like literally like a candy bar in the hotel room or something like that. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like Easy Mac in like a microwave or something.
Yeah.
There's very little options depending on like where you are, or like what's the staple is like club sandwich, Caesar salad, some kind of rigatoni and like some
ravioli.
Yeah. I'm like,
But Annabelle, what did you get to eat? I forgot. We just like went on a tangent.
So I honestly, out of any other place, I was cooking a lot at first, and now I've been ordering more because I'm so over cooking and fucking doing the dishes. But I ordered from my favorite place, Silver Lake Ramen. I love you guys so much.
Oh,
This is a mint yuzu slushy. It's so like tart and refreshing and not too sweet. Amazing. And then my friend Matt suggested I get these mushrooms. There's like 5 different types of mushrooms that are all, I don't know what they all are. They're like marinated and seasoned. I don't know if it's gonna look, I don't know if that looks that good. But like
totally.
it will
like Kanoki butter.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, Kanoki butter and it's just, and then they have this little lemon wedge to go with it, so it's also somewhat citrusy. And then I got my favorite, the Blaze ramen, which is a spicy pork broth, and I added bamboo shoots and corn, and it's just like the cream. It's such a creamy broth, and I probably can't eat this on camera because that will just like spill all over my shirt. But
They
oh my
want.
God,
You'd be
it's
surprised
so-
what you can eat on camera. I mean, I
Okay.
ate like 5 gallons of fried chicken last week. Don't feel bad.
This is what it looks like. See, there's like tasty chili and sesame oil and like, I can't wait to eat it.
Everyone's having ramen envy now.
I'm looking at the chat, and Craig said I have a long ass neck. Do I?
Well, you're not proportionally shown to how like tall you are as well. Like you aren't you super tall?
Yeah, I'm tall.
So your neck is like only like supposed to be long.
I'm slouching.
It's okay. You can also have a
Don't-
really short neck and a big head. You know, that's like people are gonna find things out.
Exactly.
I have a long neck, Craig. You're right.
Yeah, you can ask him how long his neck is. Maybe it's
Yeah. Exactly.
He said my bad. It's cool, Craig.
So I actually really love Silver Lake Ramen, and I've been craving. They do like they've already done like a really good takeout thing. The line would be so long, I'd go to eat there at like 2:30 or like 3 just to avoid.
Yeah, I've only been once in person, but any other time when I go out to eat, I'm so hungry that like I just can't wait in like an hour-long line. I'm just not that person.
I feel you.
Mhm.
Struggle.
These mushrooms are really good, by the way, just so you guys know.
You like mushrooms?
Yeah, I do.
I'm sorry. Was I not supposed to laugh? I was like, what kind of
I
mushrooms?
don't know. I know. So many
so-
double entendres.
So you actually might know this place too because you're in the neighborhood. So I got this place. It's called Osen, and it's a local, like I think they're in Silver Lake, but it's a sushi izakaya Japanese place. It's actually run by Koreans, so whenever I go there, I speak to them in Korean, just in case anyone wants.
Wow.
I don't know if I blew their cover, but I got their little sushi combo, and it looks so good. They even gave there's even like a little flower.
Oh.
So there's like cut rolls, and then there's cut rolls, sushi, like nigiri, and some sashimi as well. And then they hooked it up with like the real wasabi, where it's like kind of grated.
I love that.
Also fire.
Yeah.
Not as spicy, and then a miso soup. So I'm going to eat this.
I love how the presentation is so cute too, because all I've really seen is how Sugarfish does their presentation, but I'm going to have to order from there then.
Yeah. It's cute. Yeah. Oh my God. I've been ordering so much Sugarfish too.
Yeah, it's good.
Salty Sim, don't worry about the lines. Quarantine. There are no lines anymore, at least for now. But I would love to play this next song. So, MK, this is one of your songs. It's called Burning.
Yeah, okay. Before you play it,
Okay.
I picked this song because I kind of just want to talk about like how it came about. Because it's like could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of my first songs that kind of like back in the 90s like start to make me popular, I guess. So I'll just talk about it.
Yeah, it looks like this came out on your label. Okay, so actually, let's talk about
There you go.
let's talk about Area 10.
Yeah.
So this is a label that you actually just relaunched last year or late last year. So
Yep.
really recently.
Yep.
And it was your label from the 90s. And the song that we're about to play came out in 1991.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let me talk about it first.
Okay.
So I used to work with Kevin Saunderson and Derek May, Juan Atkins, all the Detroit techno guys in the early 90s, even as far as like maybe 89. And I was like the new kid, didn't know anything, had a different style. But Kevin Saunderson was he felt like I had something. Mm-hmm. So Kevin would let me use the studio whenever I wanted. And I made this one track, called Burning. And I used Kevin's equipment. I had no equipment in the studio, but I was never like that guy that like would program like their own individual sounds. Mm-hmm. So I walked over to this Kurzweil piece and it had presets in it, and it was a vibraphone. And I remember at the time, Gypsy Woman was like the big song by Crystal Waters. And I'm like,
yes,
those chords are cool. I want to make something like that. I literally tried to make Gypsy Woman vibe-ish from that. And that's how I came up with Burning. I did chords, and I wasn't really good at playing, mm-hmm. but for some reason it sounded right. And even I would listen to it, I'm like, this is cool. But the funny thing is I played it for Kevin, Derek May, everyone, and no one liked it. They're like, yeah, okay. They didn't say that, but they didn't like it. And so I put it out myself. And I didn't have a record label, but I used to work in a parking lot at Hammondford Hospital, and the parking lot area was called Area 10, the structure that I worked in. Mm-hmm. I'm not like, I didn't care about what I really called the label, so I just like, okay, Area 10 is fine. Called it Area 10, put out Burning, and that's how it happened.
That's an incredible story. I like how random things are. I feel like people are always like, oh, what does this mean? You're like, this was a screen name. Or
yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I was nice.
Not everything has to be
I just
like.
want to make music. I don't, that's it. But you can play it now.
Okay.
My body's burning for you, wanting and
Waiting
for
for
only you can give me. I'm warm. You make me
beg for more.
caress me. Your touch is sending me, bringing
Me down.
to reality.
Burning for burning.
I see you, Annie.
I totally catch that vibe too, like the Crystal Waters.
Yeah, I know. Now you hear it, right? It's like,
Yeah, okay. It's almost like
it's not
I feel like
but it's like,
it is really, really good. So this is a song that no one believed in, but ended up kind of launching you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. No one liked it.
Believe in your dreams, you guys. Even
That's
if
what
people don't like what you
I always
make.
say that. I do always say, like, like when people interview, they like, what do you have for younger producers? And it's like, don't look for like the next person to say like, you're dope or the song is dope. It's like, if you really think it's dope, then it's dope. Straight up.
Yeah, coming from a G. I mean, there's this concept of people constantly wanting to sound like whatever's popular at the moment.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make music progress, right? It's you believing in your sound, whether people say it's weird, that might be the sound that everyone will emulate next. So, you have to try. I mean, sometimes
it's different.
I feel like what's most important is just being authentic to yourself. Like if you're trying to do something that you're just not, like it's never gonna translate to the audience, or to anyone who's listening.
You know what that is?
So,
that's a lot of top producers, established producers I've noticed over my whole career. It's like when the genre becomes popular, that producer who's just all around a good producer will be like, okay, house is big, I'm gonna make a house song now. Do it.
Yeah.
And it kills the genre.
Then how do you How do you feel right now in the climate? Because house has always been pretty popular, but never as mainstream as it's gotten now.
I feel like it's a style just because it's so danceable, and it's like it's like hip hop. House is very similar to hip hop, where it's gonna always kind of work. It will never go away like how I'm gonna say it, but trance. It's,
I'm gonna say it, but like
Progressive trance with my hands in the air.
it's
Feeling
just
the
not
vibes.
go away fully. It's like hip hop will never go away fully because there's something about it that just works. And the same with house music, it just works.
Yeah.
You can have a 3-year-old kid that hears a certain house track, he's into it.
yeah.
But it just, the simplicity maybe.
Yeah, I think it's like visceral, like what is it inside us that makes us feel music? And I've always had this thought, like, our heart is very constant, right? The way that it beats. But so it's a house beat. It's like really, really constant.
Yeah.
And it makes you want to move. It's like something very, very internal and primal, I think, with at least with, that kind of dance music. But also house, because like techno is also like that. It's 4/4, but house has a bit more of a vibe that like rap or R&B, where it's a bit more, it tends to have a bit of like a soulful edge to it,
Yeah, like, because I mean, if you blast a techno song, would the little kid be as dancey with that versus like the fun house track?
Put them in Berghain, a bunch of 3-year-olds, and see how they do.
Yeah, like that is how we will know. I'm just kidding.
Some like kids just rocking out. You never know. There's a genre of music for every kind of person.
We'll have to test it out.
Yeah. You know what I think is house is a feeling.
House is a feeling, yeah, 100%.
What was I gonna say?
When is
it's almost
Mirrorball dropping? Someone said, when is Mirrorball dropping?
You tell me, MK.
I thought about playing it on the set, but we'll talk about it later.
Okay. I thought this was really like an act of synchronicity, because you're the third person to bring up Gypsy Woman on the show, and I mean the show hasn't been around for very long, so I just thought that was interesting. Anyone who's been watching the show will know too.
That song was a game changer. That was probably like the first song. That and Pump Up the Jam were the first like house songs to go like commercial. And
True.
What's the other one with CNC Music Factory?
Yeah.
Those are the 3 that like really went mainstream.
100%.
They're on kids' toys. You buy a robot and it plays Pump Up the Jam or Gypsy Woman.
Yeah, they're just game-changing songs.
Yeah.
That one too, especially.
Yeah.
So crazy. Because actually, it was last week. Iconopop. They did a song with I forgot who it was, but they had a song and they had done like a version where they sample Gypsy Woman and then they do their own vocals. So it's like crazy.
That's
to see
cool.
that again. Yeah. So this next song is actually by you, Anabel. It's called "See the Sky." I see it was released.
Yeah.
Oh, like a couple months ago.
Yeah, it actually, I released it right as like everyone was going into quarantine and stocking up on toilet paper with what was left. And I was like, this is the worst time ever to release a track in the height of the panic of like the globe. But I think it couldn't have come out at more of a perfect time, because the lyrics, I mean, they just kind of go with exactly what's happening now. And I have a Tracy Young release coming out, a remix of it, who just won a Grammy for remixing Madonna. So I'm so excited for that to come out too.
It's dope.
And it's all out on Area 10, MK's label through Ultra. Yeah.
And so, wait, MK, when did the label actually relaunch? Late last year? So just already smashing though. I can't wait. So the song is "See the Sky" by Anabel Englund.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go back into eating my food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like world's largest piece of salmon.
Oh, wow.
Without making like weird mouth sounds.
Look around, see the sky, reflecting
Back in my eyes.
I go
I go to sleep, close my eyes,
dream of
dream of
planets all the
planets all the
time.
time.
Where would I go if I could fly? Would
Would
I
I
see no more in my past?
Give them a big hug.
What if I never even tried
Yes.
to do in my heart?
Ever heard what
I'm not eating raw
mean?
chicken, you guys. It's a piece of sashimi, in case you guys were wondering. Salmonella sounds like a great thing to get during quarantine, you guys.
Around me? What can
I connect you.
like a family? And I feel and I feel it, I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. I see your pain and your broken heart staring back at me. I see your jealous love and your misplaced energy. Where would you go if you were free? Not captured into what society wants you to be. What if you couldn't even see? All the love and the happiness you could bring. And I feel it all around me.
So what's the story behind this song, if you have one? There doesn't always have to be a story, but it's curious
I
what
mean,
the song
there-
means to you.
The song means, well, I mean, just talking about mental health and everything like that. I feel like, I mean, I've had to explain this song so many different times, and it always comes out different the way I explain it.
And that's
But,
okay. I think that's totally fine. Songs can mean so much to different people and how they interpret it as well.
I think I really just want to, it was kind of like a message to people about like imagining where they are in their life and what they're held back by, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, and See the Sky is about a life without any of the bars that you hold yourself captive of. So it's like, where would you go if you were free? I wrote that before we were like in quarantine. And it's like, what if you couldn't even see all the happiness that you could bring? And it's just like an ode to people who feel like maybe they're not enough, or feel like life isn't worth living, or feel like, you know, what do I have to offer? Like, or this person has it and I won't be able to have it, or this person has success, or this person, like, there's not enough of that for me. Like, that person already has it, so how could I ever have it? And it's just for the people out there who doubt themselves and who might feel lost. And it's like an ode to tell people and myself just like that I love you, and that it's okay. And if you feel all of those things, like, imagine just for 1 second living a life without all of those things, and maybe that will just like initiate just that slightest bit of change to be bigger than what you are now. So it, like, this song means so much to me, the lyrics. So I just want everyone to listen to it, because I feel like everyone needs to hear that message, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because that song always reminds me of Madonna.
Really?
I know you love Madonna.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I love
like Ray of
her.
Light, or
It's like the same time period as like that other song you played, like All Night Long song you just played. It's like it's the same. They go together.
Yeah,
they both have this very like uplifting feeling,
kind of ethereal vibe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's very like celebratory too, to some degree. It's like cruising music, like the sun's out, you know, I get to go down PCH and really enjoy myself, enjoy this life. And
Yeah.
it's a really nice gift that you can give everyone right now, both of you guys, to release this track during quarantine, because, you know, a common like thread with other musicians is like whether or not they should release something right now. Is it a good time to release music during quarantine?
I mean, you know,
Especially club music.
I have a song coming out.
Yeah.
My next 3 singles are done, and some are more clubby than others.
Done.
And not. And we had that exact discussion of like what should come out right now. So yeah, it's exactly what's going on now.
Well, I think that we don't know. It's kind of like what I was saying earlier, is that this is the new normal for right now. It's not like what we've ever experienced, but I don't think that not released, like musicians have a hard enough time putting out music as it is. So this just gives them another excuse not to release the track that they've been holding on to for the past 2 years. You know what I mean? But I just feel like people, why not? Like, there's always more. You can always make more, and don't just think of it as like this is the only track, because it's not. And I really see the sky, and then, you know, I have the remix coming out, and I have a track coming out tomorrow, and it's just like, get it out there and free yourself from that stuff, and just adapt to what the new normal is and vibe with it, and like do live streams and play your song and figure out a way to make it work. That's what I think.
That's exactly.
Yeah, I also agree. Some people are very resistant to change, but it's like we can't really do anything about it. So the best thing we can do is stay positive, maintain a positive outlook, because you know
you can make this positive.
And this will resolve. We'll be able to go back outside. You know, these restaurants will be available. You'll be able to see your friends again. Yeah. We'll get past it. And for now, instead of like grumbling at home, we can just like watch lots of Netflix, all those shows you haven't seen. You know, you can exercise, you can not exercise, you can order food, you can do whatever you want with this time. And
I think just take a chance to be still in what's happening right now. And like, it is shitty, obviously, because things aren't the way that they were, and people are getting really hurt and really sick, but just try to embrace this moment to just kind of be with yourself and be calm and not have to be anywhere. It's not going to be like this forever. So we're going to look back on these moments and be like, fuck, remember when we just had nothing to do and like all we had to do was be home? I wish we could go back there. Like, it's just,
you can take this time to like learn a new skill, learn how to produce, DJ, whatever, work out, get in shape. So, you know, like when it's over, you feel confident, you're happy. There's a lot of free time to like do a lot of cool shit.
Exactly. And again, like, not feel pressured either. You know, like some people are like, oh, you know,
let your hair grow in the ugly stages.
Just like,
you're welcome to spend this time in any way that you see fit, as long as, you know, you can maintain, like, hopefully you can maintain like a good outlook. Because, you know, and a lot of people feel pressured, like, oh, do I have to go and take a new skill, or do I have to feel like I'm using this time, because it's a lot of pressure. And also people are dealing with, you know, like as we were saying, like mental health, financial issues, you know, health issues. And it's a really weird time for people. So you can't tell people to be happy, for example. But, you know, I think we can all understand that we deal with hardship, and this is the most unified sense of that. And eventually we'll all get through it. And I feel like this generation of people will have something they've shared with each other that, you know
it's like
next generations haven't.
What's crazy is, like, you know, I'm older, and, you know, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, this fucking sucks, you know, but it's like, I try not to think about how bad it sucks right now. You kind of have to put that aside. But when it's over, think about how bad it sucked, you know, but you just can't dwell on it. Like, you know, you can't dwell on it right now. It's going to be shitty for a while, but it will get better. We're back to normal and be like, oh, remember that? And we did that and we did this. So you can't dwell on it, or it'll crush you.
Exactly. And it's interesting how momentary things are. Like, any difficult time you've ever had and you're already past it, you look back and you're like, that's just a memory now. It becomes more vague and more vague the more time progresses. And if you're happy with where you are today, then all those hardships, they were difficult, but they're worth it. Because if you didn't go through any of those things, you wouldn't be where you are today, you know? I think about that all the time. And I know, like, lots of people know, but I have like crazy brain surgery, and it was really hard, but I'm really happy with where I am today. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through all that. Yeah. And right now it's like this unified. Crazy. I know. But, you know, right now we're all going through this universal like struggle, and at the end of it, we're just going to be way like stronger and way better, and
yeah,
things
for sure,
will
for
things
sure.
will improve. You know.
I 100% agree.
That being said, I want to introduce a new segment. We're calling it Mouthful. So a mouthful. I didn't choose that graphic, but I do like it. Mouthful is the part where we answer questions. You know, you guys will be answering questions from our audience. So let's begin. First question. Maybe Jonny.
Is it coming through?
There we
Oh,
go. Okay. How did you guys get started as musicians?
Are we supposed to have our mouth full as we're explaining?
yeah.
No, absolutely. I don't think so.
Eat some
I mean-
soup and talk.
Every time I take a bite, I'm like,
ASMR.
hi. Yeah. Okay, Mark, why don't you go first?
I'll start. I think what's important, like over the years, I've seen a lot of people that want to be in this business for something other than the love of music, whether it's to be popular or because they're pretty or because the money. I think if you're going into it for that, and I don't think that's a great idea. Could work, but I just don't think it's a great idea because, you know, you need that passion when like you're just at home feeling like shit. You know, it's like there's times, you know, where I've never wanted to make music for money or to be famous, but that background will keep you going, you know. So I think.
But how did you get started?
Just my love of wanting to make music, really. I used to listen to Depeche Mode, you know, a lot of like new age music in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I was always into computers and like how stuff is programmed. And then 80s was a big time for synthesizers. And that's what got me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that sound is really fucking cool. Like how they do that. And that was the point of it. I was never musically like talented, really. You know, I
What's
wouldn't
your
have
favorite Wait, what's your favorite synthesizer?
probably Juno 106. Roland.
Ooh, classic. 106, because there's also the Juno 6 and the 60. The
There's
106 is your
Alpha,
favorite.
yeah, yeah. I think I have them all. But yeah, it's just, you know, a thing. It was more creating. I wanted to be an architect before I was a DJ or a producer.
Ooh.
I wanted to
That's
make house,
sweet.
design house, and I used to draw when I was younger. So it's all part of like creating. I don't know how it ties in, but
That's cool. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Yeah, I find like, you know, if you guys have creative friends that do music, a lot of them are also, you know,
They draw,
visual artists as well.
Designers, they do clothes.
Are really good at cooking or something else that's able to
Creative.
express that really special
Left side
muscle
of the
up
brain?
there.
Is it the left side of the brain?
Mhm.
I actually have no idea. It might be the left. Wait. Anyone in the chat know? What's your
Annie, you need to
creative
draw.
on your left side or your right
What?
side?
You need a straw.
No, this is this is how I like to eat it. Like I like to
Left
eat
side. Left
the
side
like
is
things
creative.
out of it.
Left side, okay.
Okay. That's according to the real mattress. So,
Straw.
and the right side is mathematics and language.
Wait,
That
what
makes
side is that?
Right side is logic, I think, and this is creative. So, oh wait, I mean, I'm mirrored to you guys, but this is my left side, and then this is my right side. So
My
that
right
makes
side isn't that great.
Mathematics.
I mean, mathematics, yeah, but that goes to the left side. That's creative a little bit.
No, math is
Um,
right side.
I don't believe that.
I'm really like into what I'm eating, so I'm just like
I know. You're just like, don't ask me anything right now. Let's see.
I'm gonna
wait,
put it
let's
away
ask-
so I can answer these questions.
So, how did you get started as a musician?
I always grew up in a musical family, and music was just always a part of my life. But I always felt like security was my number one thing. I didn't want to just go and like not go to school or college. Like I wanted to try to do college and whatever I felt like I needed to do in order to create security and safety for myself. But in the meantime, I would make music, and I was in like a little indie band. But eventually, like I posted this video on YouTube of me singing, and ABC Family, which is now Freeform, like reached out to me and wanted me to come into their office and play them songs on my guitar that I had written that were so simple. But then they hired me to write music for their show, and like one thing kind of just led to another. And I was going to Santa Monica Community College at the time, just kind of like doing the steps that I thought I needed to do and that society tells me to create security. But in the meantime, more things started coming my way for music opportunities to make money and to support myself. So eventually it got to the point where I wasn't able to go to college anymore because I was getting paid for music, which is what I wanted to do. And so it just kind of, like, I was following it while also wanting that support, and then it just kind of like, followed me too. So
100%. It's like a calling, right? Like you try to take a practical route, like, college is safe. That's what I need as a foundation for my future. But sometimes, I mean, this is what people always wish, right? That you can have this thing that you love and that thing can support you for the rest of your life. And a lot of people then sacrifice college to try to do music, and then sometimes that doesn't work either. So it's really kind of like a really cool thing to be called into.
I lucked into it. It's like you kind of just luck into it. It's like I literally lucked into it.
Yeah, I think
but I don't know if it's luck. Well. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I put myself in situations or like put myself out there in order to be seen. Like, I feel like it's a give and a take. Like, I have to give in order to also be met halfway. And although I was doing things to take precaution, but I was also like putting little niblets out to the universe of like what I think I really wanted to do.
It's part of your personality. That can kill it also.
Yeah.
So music is not an easy industry to be in, and the longer you're in it, the more you see people drop off kind of like flies, and it's tough, man.
Genuine, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
It may take 2 years, 30. It could take a while, but if you're genuine, you'll be fine.
100%. Yeah. Just be a good person, make good music, and usually things hopefully work out.
You don't have to be a good person. It's just,
I mean, I feel like a lot of the really, like when I see people that are really successful, they're also decent people. They're talented and they're decent people. And if you're an asshole, then you have to be really, really talented.
But
that's what I find out. Like, from MNDR. So Amanda, what is your favorite quarantine snack? Also, hi MNDR. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. What's your favorite quarantine snack, you guys?
Me?
I mean, you go first. Yeah.
Lately, oatmeal.
Ooh.
Oatmeal?
Yeah.
Like instant or what?
Like overnight? Or?
No, cook it overnight. Oatmeal. Really?
Overnight thing.
Overnight oatmeal?
Yeah, overnight oatmeal. You just like put oatmeal in the liquid. You put it in your fridge. It's fire. It's so good.
I never heard of that.
Dude, it's like all over my Instagram feed. I don't know why.
No, because my cholesterol has been high, so I've been trying to like just get super healthy.
Oh, game changer. Look up overnight oatmeal. Fire. It's so good.
Okay.
It is really good.
Yeah. It makes like it's like the texture is different. Kind of more like, have you ever had like muesli when you're in like the UK or like in Australia? It's like cold oatmeal. I don't know. Anyways,
yeah. I think so.
Like, this is a tangent, but I highly recommend. Anabel, what's your favorite snack?
I mean, this is going to sound kind of boring, but MK just said oatmeal, so what could be more boring than that? But I really recently I've been eating all like the seaweed snacks, the dried seaweed, and then getting a bunch of berries. So I'll just like sit with a bowl of berries and like seaweed snacks, and then I like popcorn that's seasoned from Whole Foods, or Trader Joe's has really good too. So I'll just like sit with tasty sparkling water and tasty popcorn and fresh berries and seaweed snacks.
That sounds great. I've been eating stupid amounts of seaweed snacks too. Like a lot.
Seaweed snacks.
It's like dried seaweed, nori, but it's the one that people eat as a snack is the Korean version, so it's a little thinner. but it's
and
like
it's
when you
and it's like more flavored, right? Because the actual nori is nori, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
so the Japanese one. Oh wait, actually, this is a good example. So
Wait, I
this-
actually have a pack right now.
that's the
seaweed.
yeah. So that's the Japanese one that you use on sushi, but the
my
Korean
daughter eats
one.
that. Okay, got it.
But there's a Korean one that's being sold at like Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and stuff, and that's like thinner.
This is the one I've been eating.
So she pulls that out. It's more like glassy, like you can kind of see through it, and it's more crunchy, and it's salted and has sesame oil in it. So like when I grew up
So good.
eating dinner, you'd always have a box of those, or my mom used to like toast them herself and cut them, and then you just eat it with dinner with like kimchi, like rice, some kimchi, and like take that with your chopsticks and kind of like roll it into like a makeshift little like sushi roll.
Wow,
and
that
just eat it
sounds
like
so
that.
good.
So, and it's really
Yum.
healthy. Seaweed is super good. It's green and has chlorella. It has stuff.
I have a
phytonutrients.
random question. Annie,
Yeah,
you shooting the video?
the video.
Yeah.
A video.
The video for the next single.
Oh. Well, should we lead into that, or
Yeah.
is that okay with you?
Oh wait, are we gonna? You guys want to show the video now?
No, we're talking about something else.
No.
Oh, a different one.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're gonna show it.
So I could email. No, for
No,
sure.
he wanted me to say
Oh.
when I'm gonna film it.
Oh, you
Okay.
guys are having a business like a professional conversation on the
Online-
street.
online.
I was like, what? We got to see a new video?
No. I'm being random. When he
Next week.
next
I
week?
can't wait. Yeah. So tell us about that. You guys have a video coming
What are
out
you
next
talking
week for what song? And
Well, so I'm releasing a track with our dear friend Lee Foss tomorrow. It's called Warm Disco, and we're gonna film a music video for it next week. And
At Lee's house? Is it at Lee's house?
well, so Lee Foss's fiance Chloe Holmes, she filmed the So Hot music video for me. The So Hot music video for the MK and Night Lapse remix, and I love her artistic vibe, and of course we would want to use her again for Warm Disco if Ultra, wanted to provide a budget, and they have, of course, because the song is so amazing, and we're gonna film it next week.
But where? What day?
I think either Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday.
At Lee's house?
No, not Lee's house, because we've already filmed there. And see, the thing is, we've basically been kind of quarantining together, like me. So it's been safe, and
I mean, I'm coming.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. I don't have to be in it. I'm just gonna come.
Okay.
hang out. Actually want to get into
Down.
playing. Ooh,
Static.
I know. Difficulties. Okay, there we go. I actually want to play another song that you picked because you mentioned it earlier, and it's "People Are People" by Depeche Mode. Yeah, I just love Depeche Mode, and I find it really fascinating that that's a song that that kind of inspired you to become a musician.
Besides Prince and Michael Jackson, Depeche Mode is the only one I would fangirl against. They're still alive, so yeah. Okay.
Gotta happen. You gotta do a remix for them, or
You know what? I want to. No
just
one's
show up on their door one day.
I'm going to.
You should do that. Just knock
Yeah.
and be like, "Hi, can I work with you?" They won't think you're crazy. Don't tell them I told you to do that. Let's play the song.
Okay.
Those drums.
I know, right?
So good. Can you imagine? The song came out in 1984.
So you know
Wow.
what? It's like that was when I wanted to make music. 'Cause that whole track is all with synthesizers, no acoustic, anything. That was kind of the start of it.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
This was actually their first hit single in the U.S. at
Yeah,
the
it was.
time.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like pop locking, like that specific kind of
Yeah, it
beat.
was. It was kind of. Yeah.
The era. Do people still pop lock? I think that's still
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I see someone on the street pop locking all the time. But you know what I did see on the street is someone roller skating in short shorts and like doing spins.
Blading or four wheels?
Like roller skate, yeah, four, like disco style. 4 in the middle of the road, spinning, booty shorts, going
So,
off, doing his
I did
thing.
that. I did that a month ago, and sprained my thumb.
Oh
Roller
no.
Yeah, I dislocated my arm and my thumb. So my doctor, going back a couple of 30 minutes ago, my doctor called me this morning and said, "Hey, you might need surgery on your thumb."
Oh no.
The dangers of
I felt
roller
rollerblade.
skating. Oh, rollerblading?
Yeah, not straight.
Wait, 4 wheels straight or 4 wheels?
Straight inline
Oh,
skate.
inline. Okay.
Yeah. So I
was
still
having-
can't move it. I can only do like that. I can only
Yeah.
do like,
Ooh,
and it's still bruised. And this was
damn.
a month ago. I'm not
I hope you
retired.
feel better.
God,
It's like jamming it.
no, it's
Well,
bad.
you know what? I think rollerblading's really fun. I wish it was a thing again. Like you can go rollerblading.
No, it's dope. Rolling is dope.
I don't see anyone rollerblading. I feel like maybe I'm just self-conscious. Like I don't want to be the one person. just,
Yeah,
like,
the one
rollerblading on Sunset Boulevard, and everyone's gonna be like, "Hey,
No,
that's so 90s
Booty
of you."
shorts. That were booty shorts. Rollerblade.
I mean, rollerblading. I feel like you need to have like biker like spandex, and then
Yeah.
maybe like sunglasses that look like this. Roller skating is booty shorts and spinning, and like maybe having like retro headphones on your ears and like a
Fluorescent
Walkman
sun.
in your pocket. That's what roller skating to me.
And skating backwards.
Oh yeah, there's that amazing roller disco that's in like Atwater. I can't remember the name of it now. Once quarantine's over, roller skating's on, or rollerblading.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm down.
Defo.
Yeah, let's do it. I think it was like a Red Bull event, but I went roller skating once, and it was it was like DJ Quick was DJing, or was it DJ Quick or like African Mabata? It was like something really like throwback, but I don't know how far back, but it was really fun to just like roller skate, and they had all the disco lights on. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one is a good song. So we have I Don't Search, I Find by Madonna, but it's a Honey Dijon remix.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is my third and last select. I saw Madonna in concert before all of this craziness happened. She took all of our phones, and it was just a no phone, no iPad concert. And this song, I Don't Search, I Find, was just an amazing performance. And I also love Honey Dijon. And the remix is just so fire. Like, it's probably one of my favorite Madonna remixes. I just feel like it's so current and also so timeless. So, yeah.
All right. We'll play. It's a pretty long song, so we're going to play like an excerpt.
Yeah, we don't need to play the whole thing.
I don't search, I find. I
I feel like all the best music comes out of Detroit, or like the most historic, like genres are made in Detroit. You know.
You know what? It really does. It really does.
Yeah, just like the whole Motor City vibe, whether it's like
I mean, I think it's Motown. There's so much soul there.
Yeah,
That's all.
but it's pretty incredible. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, for me, whether it's Motown or the house scene, I'm also like a big Jay Dilla fan.
Yeah.
He represented Detroit really hard, and
I
like
did a
lots
song
of
with Jay
great rap.
Dilla, actually.
What was that?
I did a song with Jay Dilla.
What? Gotta find that.
Never came out.
Oh, okay. I'll never find that.
You never
But-
find it. Yeah.
One of these days, maybe you'll play
Yeah.
it for me.
Maybe he could send it to you.
I lost it.
Lost
Oh.
it.
You just sound like it in the 90s. Yeah. Me, Jay Dilla, and Proof.
What?
Mhm.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
What I really find about people from Detroit is they have like a really strong sense of city. Like everyone from there, they're so proud. Whether you know Detroit is doing now, it's doing better. I think it has been like kind of on the
Yeah.
incline. But regardless, people are always so proud of being from Detroit, and I always thought that was cool because then you have people from other cities being like, "Oh, I hate LA," or like, you know, it's like, why do you live here then?
Yeah.
Hang out with, though, really.
But yeah, it's pretty incredible. I mean, only the best things. Work conference call in one ear,
I love
lost
that.
resort in the other. Life is good. Oh,
Life is good.
That's funny.
you know when you like have yourself on mute on a Zoom call and then you're talking to someone else and then when they say your name and you have no idea what
Yeah.
people
You're
are
like,
asking, you're like, oh wait,
Yeah,
sorry, I missed that. What was that question again? It's like
mm,
what? Let's see.
Goodness, love.
look at the questions.
SSL.
That's my mixing board right there. That's what's up.
Yeah, if you guys want, we can also pop up a few more questions.
Yeah,
too.
I don't mind.
So, Johnny, if you
I'm
want to pop
down.
any more on the screen, we can answer a few while we're listening to some more.
Someone said,
songs.
how did I lose that? How did I lose what?
What's your preferred routine or ritual to get into the right headspace before producing, recording, or performing? At Aaron Barfus.
It's so random for me. It's like I'll listen to like other DJ sets and just kind of like put myself in that zone. That's a really hard one.
Sometimes people don't have a routine, you know, or their routine is no routine.
I think the younger producers don't have one because they're just like, I'm ready, you know. But
Yeah.
at this stage, you're like, okay, all right, what has to happen here?
Yeah, I see. For you, it might be more technical. Like you have a lot, like more of you have a bigger catalog. So for you, it's kind of like combing through what you've done versus meeting what sounds like
I got hired
now.
for a remix. I'm like, why did they hire me? Did they hear like a certain song? Is that why they hired me to do it, or is like, you know, it's like a lot going on.
Yeah, it's more cerebral. Maybe the longer you've been in it, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Did they hear a song I made in 1991 and want a remix, or did they hear a song I made 6 months ago and they want a remix? Like, what are they looking for?
Yeah.
And also different headspace depending if it's before producing, recording, or performing. Because like the headspace you're in before performing can be really different than the headspace you're in before producing.
Totally different.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think there's only been just a couple times where I've gone into a session, maybe with like a bigger producer or something, where I'm just nervous and I want to make sure that I do the best that I can and like provide something amazing with like the voice and songwriting that I have. But I've found what comes out best is not thinking too much about it and just showing up and kind of vibing with like the energy in the room. And like for me, when I am sitting down to write a song, I either have a concept that I want to write about, or I just kind of start singing a melody with the beat, and then whatever words kind of formulate, I take it as like my subconscious telling me what I need to write about in that moment. And so a lot of my songs formulate from that. And I just kind of, I'm like, oh, okay, then maybe I need to write about this type of relationship or being free or, you know, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like not getting in your head and just kind of trusting your gut and trusting your intuition with where you want to take it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And actually, speaking of talking about remixes, MK, it looks like the last 2 weeks you did a remix of On My Mind by Diplo and Side Piece, which is a banger.
Oh yeah, it's
And
such
then
a banger.
I
then
did like Diplo, Ellie Goulding, Katy Perry, Alyssa Cara.
You got Jai Wolf, Hosh. I got a whole list. If you forget, I have one here. There's a lot of people. You've been staying really active, and your remixes obviously are big hits. And
I've been stuck in here for like weeks.
At least you're making good use of the time. I feel like I've been like getting into like baking bread, but I haven't been baking beats. But I should probably be producing more.
I want to bake.
You're not on the sourdough.
Oh, dude, I have sourdough starter in my refrigerator. I've become that person. I am the most awful human being that exists on the internet. But you know what I'm not doing is showing my sourdough starter on the internet. so I'm doing everyone a favor in that way. But I'm still like posting the bread, so I guess it's the same thing. Sorry, everyone. I'm the annoying person doing that. No. Actually, this brings us to the music video I want to play for us. Actually, I want to first say thank you guys for coming on the show. You guys, I had so much fun talking to you, and it's like MK dropping all this knowledge, playing such good songs, and Anabel, like I'm looking forward to your new single that comes out on the 22nd. Wait,
tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. Yeah. Of course, I don't know what day it is. I was like, Friday? What day is it today? It's saying Thursday. But yeah, so you guys have a new song coming out, but I wanted to say thank you first of all, and letting everyone know out there to, you know, subscribe to the channel. Tune in next week. We're going to have Yuna and Lolo Zuai. This last one we're ending with is the music video for So Hot. And actually, this is number 1 on the U.S. dance charts right now.
Yeah.
U.S. dance radio charts, numero uno. That's incredible.
Number 1. So cool.
Congratulations to you both. And I'd love to end with this music video.
Okay.
Oh.
Watch it.
Straight out of YouTube.
Straight out of YouTube. Oh. There I am.
It's so hot, I can barely breathe, especially with you sitting next to me.
Did you film this during quarantine?
Yeah. Thank you.
Her voice is hypnotic.
MK is the GOAT.
Actually, MK, let's mention right before we leave too, you have a lot of streams coming up this weekend.
Well, not this weekend.
Or soon.
Over the next couple weeks.
Yeah. So if you guys want to tune in, MK will be DJing Defected Fest, Kiss FM Ibiza Weekender, Sirius
Wow.
XM This Dance Fest Movement Memorial Day Festival. So Movement in this weekend, Movement, one of the most amazing festivals for electronic music, straight out of Detroit. I'll be tuning into that one for sure.
Yeah.
MK, have you tried the filter yet? The Instagram filter? You
Of what?
haven't. I'm so hot. There's like, there's a filter now.
What? Do it right now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, do it. Go to.
What's it
You have to
called?
go to. It's called So Hot, obviously. Go to Instagram,
Yeah. Okay. And then what?
and then see how it. Go to my profile and click on that, and then click try it.
What? No one told me this. Crazy.
Yes.
I got it.
Yay. Fade out.
Yes,
All right.
exactly what we were looking for. So again, thank you again for
Yeah.
joining me on the show, and
Thanks,
for everyone tuning in. Next week we have Yuna and Lolo Zuai. So good vibes then.
Okay.
Just so you guys know, this is quarantine and we're doing this all DIY. Thank you again. Next week will be a fun one and a banger. Bye, guys.
Bye.